the final quarterfinal game of the 13th region tournament. All the girls are already down to the final 4. 3 of the 4 boys teams have chosen. Came down to this last game of the night, and it is halftime. Clay County jumped out early, but Pineville has the lead here, D.C. Turner, 35-27.
Yeah, Clay County jumped out 17-14 lead at the end of the first quarter, and then got outscored by Pineville 21-10 in the second quarter for a 35-27 score. Some of the stats so far in the game. First for Clay County, they're led by Jared Roark and Aiden Wagers, both with 8. Shooting 12 for 33 in the first half for 36%, 1 from 5 from the three-point range, 20%, and 2 for 2 on free throws for a perfect score there. Pineville, on the other hand, is led in scoring by number 5, Jeremiah Beck, with 14. And Caden Robbins has 8 points. And you've got Thompson and Sawyer, each with 6 apiece. Pineville's 14 of 24 from the field, 58.3%, 3 for 8 3-point range. And if I'm not mistaken, Robbins has 2 of those 3. Yes, he does. 2 out of 4. He's shooting 50% of the field. And Pineville is 4 for 6 for 66.7% on the free throws. Rebounding edge goes to Clay County, 17-11. And the assist is what stands out on this stat sheet to me. Pineville has 7 assists, Clay County only 2.
It just seems like a lot of transition points by the Mountain Lions. And, like I said, they were down early. They were down 17-14 after the first quarter, but it was, about an 8-point game early.
Right.
And
did get up by 8 at one point in the first quarter, and then Pineville I think Pineville not getting here on a regular basis like Clay County, they was nervous. They settled in. Coach Levy took a timeout, settled them down, and the result at halftime is 35-27.
Well, the young man, Caden Robbins, just got on fire there at the end, hit 2 big 3-pointers, both of those off of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
That caused some separation, and really that's the difference here. 8-point lead for Pineville. They have 8 seniors on this team.
Right.
Pineville does. We saw them play earlier. Corbin came up there, and Corbin barely came away with the win. And Pineville, and you and I talked about it probably before the first game tonight, or maybe during it a little bit. Pineville's that team that's a sleeper. Out of the 8 teams, they're not going to be the favored by no stretch of the imagination, but they're 21-9. But because of their senior leadership and Mr. Sawyer Thompson in particular, this team can compete with anyone on any given night. And right now, I think Clay County would have been favored, obviously, to win this game, even though coming in as a runner-up in their district. But people better watch out for Pine.
Either one of these matched up with South Laurel on Saturday is going to be an absolute dogfight, shall we say. There's just not much to say. Pineville has done this all year. They struggle a little bit, and then when they get hot, you've got Beck, you've got Robbins, you've got Moser, you've got Thompson. They can go all for 8 or 10 back-to-back-to-back.
Well, I noticed a lot of uncontested layups.
Mm-hmm. And they've got speed to give away.
So let's look at these brackets here. Coming into the night, we knew that Harlan County and North Laurel had advanced. That game will be Saturday at 1. But South Laurel beats Bell County in game 1 tonight. So they're there, and this is the last ticket to be punched. Pineville and Clay County. And Pineville leads 35-27 here at halftime. We want to take a moment and thank the fine sponsors of this halftime. It is the American Cable Halftime Show. They are your local dish premier retailer. Their prices start about $91.99. Free Netflix for 2 years. And you can call them at 606-712-4203. Thank you, American Cable, for sponsoring this halftime show. DC, your final thoughts on what does Clay County need to do here to try to get back in this game? They trail by 8 at halftime.
I'm sure Coach Jones is probably peeling about 2 layers of paint off in the locker room because he was headed to the locker room before the final seconds ticked off the clock in the first half. He was halfway across. He was over by the Black Peterbilt before the horn ever went off.
Wow.
So he's his blood pressure's a little up. And we'll see if it works, and then look forward to the second half.
All right, that's going to do it for here at halftime. Pineville 35, Clay County 27 will be after the game. We'll be back here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.